So I'm about to eat on this beautiful lobster tail. I think this is like a 4-ounce. It's not really big at all. But how's everybody been doing? Let me know in the comments down below. By the way, I am doing a true crime. So if you do not like true crime, then you might want to go ahead and exit out of this video. But a lot of my poos love true crime. So this is Flavors by Dame Dash butter sauce. It's so good. I already know how it tastes, y'all. Woo! It got a little kick to it. I already know how it tastes. I was putting my hands in the sauce, y'all. It's so good. What? Oh. My husband actually had some, and he loves it. And he don't like butter sauce.
Best one.
He said it's the best one, y'all. I low key, I agree. I agree. This has to be my favorite butter sauce. I love it way more than Beloved sauce. I love it more than that seafood boil in the bag that I had. I love it better than any sauce that I've ever tried. This sauce is legit. Is bomb. Look at that. And for my husband to like it, it's bomb. Because he don't like sauces on his seafood at all. Oh my God. I try not to use a lot of butter, so I kind of made this sauce thicker. He said adjust it to your liking, so I didn't add a lot of butter. Y'all have to try it. It's so good. I'm so mad it took me this long to try it. I don't know why it took me this long. I still have to try Mama D's World D&D sauce. I have to try that sauce. Okay. My neighbors are washing right now. So, yeah. Y'all hear clacking noises. I don't know what's in the washer right now or the dryer right now.
Dead body.
Huh?
Dead body.
A dead body.
The way that it's rumbling around.
Okay, let's get into the crime story. Oh my God, that sauce is so good. You did that, dang. Oh my God, that's so good. Oh, I gotta try with a shrimp. So it was this guy named Tim McNamara. Oh, this shrimp is tender. It was this guy named Tim McNamara. He owned an apple orchard in Soap Lake, Washington, and it was worth 1.2 million to 2 million. He also was married. He married a lady named Vicky, and they had 2 kids. Their names were Caleb and Jennifer. And the McNamara's was known all around the community. Like, everybody knew them. Everybody wanted to be them. They loved the McNamara's. One, of course, because they had money. And a lot of people idolized them because they just looked like the perfect family. You know, the kids grew up with a father and a mother in the same household. They were very wealthy. everything was just smooth. So everybody pretty much loved the McNamara's. It was this young girl named Tracy. She lived near the McNamara's, and she pretty much idolized the McNamara's like a lot of people did. And she used to just watch them from afar, you know. She was saying she even wanted to be a McNamara. Like, she really wanted to be a McNamara. That looks so juicy. Tracy pretty much came from, sorry y'all. Tracy pretty much came from a broken home. She didn't grow up with a father. You know, of course, they didn't have the McNamara's kind of money. To her, she felt her life wasn't up to par to her. Anyways, Tracy moved to North Carolina when she was 17 years old with her family, with her mom. Eventually, she ended up starting her own family. Tracy ended up getting married. She didn't have kids, but she ended up marrying. And one day, she get an invitation in the mail from Tim McNamara. His daughter, Jennifer, was getting married. So she went to the wedding, you know, have fun, and she just started having like these feelings towards Tim McNamara. She had like these physical attractions towards him. Mind you, Tim McNamara is married. At that time, he was getting a divorce though. Tracy was still married back home in North Carolina. So Tracy ended up, you know, they didn't pursue anything because obviously she's married still and he's going through a divorce. Tracy ended up going back home. She ended up going back to North Carolina. And during that time, I guess she ended up, her relationship just kind of like fell through with her husband. So she ended up getting a divorce. So she wanted to move back to her hometown, her original hometown, which was Soap Lake, Washington. And during that time, she ended up pretty much pursuing a relationship with Tim McNamara because at that time, Tim McNamara ended up getting a divorce. His divorce was final at that time, so. Oh my God, this is so good. That sauce is it. I promise you. So they were dating, and people started talking around town, around the community. Come to find out, Tracy's father name was Denny McNamara. You listen to this? Mm-hmm. Tracy's father name was Denny McNamara, which means Tracy's father and Tim McNamara were brothers. So Tracy was dating her uncle. Wow. Yes. She had no idea though. When she found out, she decided, okay, well, I'm going to still pursue it. So she still wanted to talk to her uncle. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine that. There's so much food on here, y'all. There's so much food. Oh yeah, I forgot this is Excuse me. I forgot Sam's Club open. Pre-cut they king crab. I feel like I haven't had king crab in a minute. Okay. So after months of dating Tracy, Tim McNamara transferred all of his property into Tracy's name. That was including his apple orchard, his house on the farm. He had like a whole bunch of land. Because the reason why he did that, he was afraid that, you know, one day if he died or something, his kids wouldn't leave his farm intact, you know, or leave his apple orchard intact rather. So he basically signed over everything into. Huh? What'd you say?
Well, I guess she wanted a stranger because that was his niece.
Exactly. She technically wasn't a stranger. So he transferred everything over to her.